You know how much we respect Project Zomboid around here, so it only feels right to start with its zombies. At first glance, they might seem like your average shamblers, but they represent one of the most terrifying and deadly threats in gaming, all because of how grounded and relentless they are. What sets these zombies apart isn't flashy powers or mutations, it's the hardcore realism. A single bite means a 100% guaranteed death. Scratches and lacerations aren't much better. If you get infected, there's no cure. You just wait out the inevitable, a slow decline over the next few days. That level of permanence raises the stakes in a way few games ever do. And then there's the sheer volume. Even if you manage to clear a neighborhood, the undead come back. They respawn, they migrate, they never stop. There are no safe zones, no final missions, no rescue coming. The game's tagline says it all. This is how you died. They don't chase you with super speed or scream across the map. They just exist constantly and force you to play smart, stay quiet, and always watch your back. That's what makes them so effective. They don't need to be fast or strong, they're just there, always. The Bloater in The Last of Us is one of those enemies that completely changes how you play. It's not just that it's tough, it's that everything about it feels like a wall you're not ready to climb. Its body is covered in years of hardened fungal growth that basically acts like armor. Regular weapons barely do anything, so unless you've got fire or something better, you're probably wasting ammo. What makes it worse is how it handles close encounters. Most infected give you at least a chance to break free if they grab you. Not the Bloater. If it gets close enough to grab you, it's game over. No quick time events, no escape. On top of that, it can rip chunks of fungus from its own body and throw them as spore bombs, which mess with your vision and chip away at your health, all while it's slowly walking toward you. Some players said they spent close to an hour trying to take one down just because it forced them to throw out every tactic they were used to. Normal stealth or run-and-gun strategies don't really work here. Fighting a Bloater is less about being aggressive and more about staying calm, using your resources right, and hoping you don't slip up. The Panzer Soldat is easily one of the scariest zombies you'll run into in any Call of Duty Zombies map. It's not just big and loud, it's basically built to ruin your entire run. What makes it so dangerous is how it mixes strong weapons with serious mobility. Its flamethrower blinds you and burns you at the same time. And then there's that claw. It can grab you from across the map and pull you straight into its fire, while regular zombies close in for the kill. But it gets worse. The Panzer doesn't just walk, it flies. It uses a jetpack to leap into the fight from off screen, sometimes dropping right on top of you with no warning, and it takes forever to kill. You'll need to do tons of damage, have full ammo, and even then it might still be standing. Its entrance sound alone is enough to stress out an entire team. Once it shows up, everything changes. Normal zombie strategies go out the window. If you don't know how to fight it, like shooting the helmet off or using the giant robots, you're in trouble. It's a boss that turns the whole game into a panic. The Necromorph Brute in Dead Space isn't just another zombie that rushes at you. It's built from several human bodies fused into one massive thing, which is why it's so stupidly strong. It doesn't rely on numbers like other zombies do. It overwhelms you by complete force. All that combined muscle mass works together in a way that lets it hit way harder than anything you'd expect in a survival horror game. Its entire front side is covered in hardened bone and thick skin that acts like armor, and most weapons don't even scratch it. You can shoot it directly with the plasma cutter or line gun, and just watch your shots get deflected like you're throwing pebbles. The only real option is to get behind it or find its weak spots, which is easier said than done when it's charging straight at you full speed. Even when you manage to take off one of its limbs, it can still fight back by launching explosive chunks of its own body at you. It breaks through walls and ignores most of the damage you do to it, plus moves fast for something so heavy, which makes every encounter feel more like surviving something impossible than fighting a zombie. The tank in Left 4 Dead 2 is the kind of enemy that completely takes over the moment it shows up. It has an insane amount of health, around 4,000 in regular campaigns and even more in versus, so you can't just chip away at it and hope for the best. You pretty much have to stop whatever you're doing and deal with only it. And the way it hits makes things even worse. Its punches can knock down several survivors at once, and if someone's already on the ground, the slam it does can nearly finish them off for good. It also rips up the environment and starts throwing giant chunks of debris across the map. In versus, it can pound the ground and mess up your positioning by revealing everyone's location. You're never really safe, and it doesn't give you any time to prepare. The second you hear that music and feel the screen start shaking, everyone knows what's coming. The Volatile from Dying Light is easily one of the most hideous zombies you'll come across in any game, but other than that, what makes it stand out is how fast and aggressive it is. Climbing walls or jumping over obstacles, it moves so quickly that by the time you realize it's there, it's already almost on top of you. It's not easy to take down either. Each Volatile has about 3,000 horsepower. You can't just spray bullets and expect them to go down quickly. It takes a lot of careful shots, and even then, they don't fall easily. What really makes them dangerous is their senses. Volatiles only come out at night, and they have super sharp night vision, hearing, and a sense of smell that lets them track you through the mess of the city. They can leap onto you and kill you instantly if they land their pounce. Plus, they can spit corrosive acid that burns through cover and messes with your vision, making it even harder to escape. And if you hear their screech, it's not just a warning for you alone. They call all the nearby infected to join the attack, and now you're facing a whole pack, not just one zombie. The only real way to survive a Volatile is to keep away from them at night or use UV light, which they hate, but UV lights are rare, and finding them is tough. Trying to fight them without light almost always ends badly. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like the video and maybe consider subscribing. Let us know if we missed any zombie that you think is more deadly than the ones mentioned today.